Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to explain to you how you're going to develop great ideas for your systematic reviews and meta-analysis. It doesn't matter if you're a medical student, an intern, a resident, or a specialist already. But in this video, in the series that follows, I'm going to show you great techniques, methods that you can apply to develop your own ideas. Before we go any further, if you don't know me yet, my name is Rhanderson Cardozo. I'm a cardiologist in Boston, and I teach a training program called the Meta-Analysis Academy. This video and the Meta-Analysis Academy is not affiliated with my position at Harvard Medical School or with the meta-analysis course that I teach at Harvard University. So in the example that I'm going to show you today, we're going to look at this specific paper. It's by one of our students in the Meta-Analysis Academy. Her name is Ana Braga. Ana is a fifth-year medical student, and she has a unique interest in medical genetics. Even as a junior in her career as a medical student, she's presented at the European Conference in Genetics in Milan. She's also presented in Boston at the American Conference in Genetics. That's the ASHG. But she also published this very interesting paper in the American Journal of Medical Genetics. And that's what we're going to do a deep dive in. How did she come up with this idea even as a medical student? So she's first author in this paper. Again, this is a really great journal in the field of genetics. And in this paper, what she did with her authors is they did a meta-analysis with 1,684 patients, and they compared genome sequencing versus exome sequencing. So the purpose of this video really is to understand how a fifth-year medical student, I think she was a fourth year at the time, how she can develop an idea at this level and publish it as first author. And this is one of the techniques she learned in the Meta-Analysis Academy. This was a clinical question that she had at the bedside. So we're going to start this series by just talking about this very obvious, most straightforward way of developing great ideas. A lot of the times, the questions that we have at the bedside, they've already been answered in the literature. It's mostly because we are not up to date on our knowledge of the literature yet. So then you can go to the literature and you find out, oh, someone already looked into this, someone already did this. And then you would have your answer in a textbook and a guidelines and up to date and other platforms. But a lot of times when you go into the literature, what you will find is uncertainty. What you will find is that there's no clear answer to the clinical question you had at the bedside. And of course, if you're in your preclinical years, this particular method may be limited to you, but you will develop others. You will use other methods, and I'll make future videos about those here as well. But as a medical student in your clinical years, as an intern, as a resident, you will have clinical or surgical questions all the time, no doubt about it. And that's exactly what happened here. So Ana is from Brazil. That's actually where I'm from too. And then she came to the United States for a rotation in genetics. And then she noticed that there was a difference in practice for this particular population of pediatric patients with rare phenotypes, the population of this meta-analysis. She noticed that in her home institution, they did exome sequencing. But then when she was rotating the United States for an elective, she realized they were doing genome sequencing in this particular scenario. And she noticed the contrast. And she's like, why is it that there's this difference? And she went into the literature and she noticed that, wow, this is just not clear at all. There's no definitive way of doing this. So she and her group of co-authors performed a meta-analysis on this. And again, this was her idea from the bedside. And they found that genome sequencing could establish a diagnosis in 7% of cases where the patients had a negative exome sequencing. So this is a great paper. It's published in a fantastic journal. She's first author. And this paper has helped her, along with her other research, along with her other meta-analysis, this has helped her to secure a clerkship in one of the top institutions in the United States. So she came into the US to do a clerkship in California, one of the best programs in the country. And the reason for that is because she has a strong CV. She has really robust publications, okay? So Ana did this as a medical student. She did our program, the Meta-Analysis Academy. She learned how to develop these robust ideas. Even as a medical student now, she's publishing these great journals and opening doors for her career. So this is part of a whole training that we have in the Meta-Analysis Academy on how to develop great ideas for your meta-analysis. And of course, you will find the link to join our group, the wait list, and the link below. I look forward to have you being considered for a position in our program in the Meta-Analysis Academy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out the others in the sequence on how to develop great ideas for meta-analysis. Take care. Bye-bye.